Hey, everybody. Yeah, this is late for me to be on. Yeah, this is real late for me to be on, but it's like I couldn't sleep, and I was like, let me just go on and chit chat with the people for a little bit, because it's Monday. Well, no, y'all, I have been so thrown off. It is Tuesday. When I tell you I have been thrown off, it has been crazy. Um, and it's just been I've been feeling how many of you are feeling how can I say this? Feeling overwhelmed. Feeling like it's just like it seems like it's the first of the year, you had big plans, you got big things going on in your mind, you ready to do a whole lot, but it's like it seems like it seemed like everything is just crashing. It's like you got all these plans, you got this big vision, but it's like the dots are not connected. And it's not like it okay, so it's not like it's doubt. I don't even know what to call it because I'm too close. No, hey Amy, no, you are not the only one still up, and I don't even know why I'm up. But it's almost to the point you put all these plans together, you showed up for everybody, you showed up and you've done the things, but it's still like things happening behind the scenes. There's things happening that are just driving you cuckoo for cocoa puffs, and it's like, are you kidding me right now? And it's like you know that within your heart of hearts that if God did it for you one time, he's gonna do it for you again. But it's like it's still you at that point of, God, what do I do? How do I handle this? How am I going to do this? What am I going to do? And that's really where I am. And I don't like being in this place, but I know that sometimes we have to be in that space sometimes. But yeah, I get that. And it's like Amy, y'all, Amy is like one of my friends. She has children. And it's like her dot. She's like, everything keeps changing. And I was like, I don't even have children. And I feel like everything keeps changing. It's like every time I get one thing figured out, something else goes crazy. Once I started moving into another direction, something else pops off. Once I get something figured out, something else pops off. And it's like you just can't get it all together. It's like everything just like popcorn all over the place. And it's like I don't like that feeling, but sometimes we have to go through it. And it's we show up, it's like you want to be let me talk to the single people. You want to be in a relationship, you want to do different things, but it's like, God, when is the right one coming for me? And it's been so funny because I've been trying to change. I have been working on me. I've been working on my mindset, and I have definitely been working on getting out more and doing more. And it's like, oh, it looks like one of my friends is on. And it's like, as y'all are coming on, let me know that I'm not the only one up. Just stopped it. You know what, Amy? I totally agree with you on that one. And and I'm glad you said that because it's almost to the point that's how I feel. It's like I know that the door's there. I know that I can see the door. I see it open. I see that I'm supposed to walk through it. But it's like I'm getting these weird distractions, like this not working, that's not working. And I'm like, really? Or no, my new favorite one is that y'all know that we dropped the book this week. So I had already had things put in place and the books still haven't shipped. And I'm like, what is taking so long for these books to ship? So it's not that the it's not that the book signing is not happening. That's not the issue. But I had like book clubs already set up that were going to preview the book for me. And it's like the books haven't shipped. Like, how are they supposed to do this? And it's like, what is going on? And it's like it seems like you that every time you get closer and closer to the finish line, it's like another hurdle, another roadblock, another setback, something else happens. And it's like, I know that I'm not the only one. And it's like, I know I need to be asleep because y'all know I got an early morning. I know that there's certain things I need to be doing, but I just don't have it in me to do it. And it's like, you know, I don't even know how to get get there. And well, no, take it back. I'm not gonna say that I don't know how to get there. I do know how to get there. I'm just waiting and depending on that light to strike up, because my I don't know how many of you have been dealing with grief, dealing with loss, dealing with certain things that are going on around you. I have been, and it's like a lot of things are just it's like a lot of things are just crashing all along. It's like, and even when I write from a perspective. Of course, some of it is me. Every author, when they write, is going to be portions of it is going to be about them. But it's like some of it, when I was going back and I was doing the final edits, it's like it hit me. Like I'm like, oh my God, I thought I was healed from that. But it was still good to see it, because if you are a writer and if you are going through some things, y'all journal, do the journaling, write it out, get it out your system, because sometimes just being able to get that release will help you move on to that next situation. And you know, and that's what you got to do. Hello. Hello. As y'all are coming in, let me know where you're coming from. Where you're logging in from. Hey, Anissa. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Um, and so that's what we have to think about, when we are moving forward, is that we have got to do the work. We have got to accept the things that are happening around us and then embrace the change. And I was talking to somebody, I was talking to a friend of mine today, and it was like I was sharing with her how I've been trying different things. And it's like, understood. um it's like I got to give it 90 days. And I think that's the problem. I've committed to something, like truly committed. Because one thing that I was telling somebody is like, if you want to see something change, you got to do something different. You want to see your business change, you got to do something different. You want to see your friends change, you got to do something different. You want to start traveling, you got to do something different. You can't keep watching the Travel Channel and never go get the passport. I'm just saying, you got to start putting that change in place in order for you to go to that next level. And that's part of, I think that's a part that I've been doing some changing. I've been doing some tweaks. I've been showing up in different places and doing different things. And it's like, I want to be able to expand on a different level. And I know that that's probably why a lot of things are happening, because you know how it is when you start working towards that bigger thing, and then all of a sudden all the distractions happen, and that's the enemy trying to distract you to say, oh, forget it, I'm not gonna do it, I'm done, just take it, I'm good. And it's like, I can't do that. I have to stand fast. And I really want to encourage you, because anytime that, and I know this for a fact, anytime something is that heavy on my heart, I have to share it, because I know that whomever I'm talking to or whoever's watching is going through some of the same things. You're feeling discouraged, you're feeling like nothing is working, you feeling like you got more ends, your ends not meeting, they really waving at each other. It's the first of the year, you ready to execute some things, and you see the vision, you see it, but it's just not happening. And I want to encourage you tonight to know that you can make it, that you can do just that. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize that was up on the screen, y'all. We are, if you are if I can't even talk, if you have some questions or some concerns about how to cast your vision and what you need to do to launch and do something different in the new year, I want you to join me on January the 31st, we're going to do a vision casting for entrepreneurs, authors, and coaches, and really anybody that's ready to make a change. To join us, I didn't even realize it was still on the screen, y'all. That's how caught up I was. Um, to join us during this session, because we're going to be looking at what your business, what you're doing in your business. I'm also going to be introducing some AI tools. I'll be doing some training. We're going to learn we're going to write the vision, we're going to make it plain, and we're going to execute. So there's going to be a lot going on during that vision casting event. We're not just going to show up to just spread some hot air. We're going to show up and truly talk about, what does your vision look like? Is your vision, what is God really showing you? Are you really embracing what God is telling you to do? And that's another thing too, because some of y'all are probably watching about, I don't need to do this, I'm good. No, and if you saying that, you probably need to go ahead and register. Go ahead, check us out. Use the bit.ly link that's right there on the screen, and register for the event. Go ahead and register, y'all. I think it starts at like 9 or 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you can't give yourself 2 hours to jumpstart your first quarter, then you're not ready. You're not ready. You need to go ahead and take that 2 hours. Y'all, we're only gonna be together 2 hours. And when I tell you, if you've done the prayer of Jabez with me, if you've done the Habakkuk 2 and 2, it's gonna be what we would do in 21 days compiled into 2 hours. That's how intense it's gonna be. We're going to be looking at how we are going to be trusting God for this next year. What doors are we going to be all touching and agreeing and praying for? Could you imagine everybody that attends that vision casting is praying for everybody's vision? Can you imagine that everybody is praying and bombarding heaven for your vision, but then you're praying for somebody else's vision as well? Because that's why we have to learn how to touch and agree and be able to move forward in what we are doing, because God is going to reward us for our obedience. God is going to reward us for showing up for somebody else. But most of all, God is going to reward you for showing up for yourself. Because when you show up for yourself, you are doing what God has called you to do. You are doing what you have been showing for this. Because we have got to join together, unite together. And I don't care where you are. I don't care what continent you're on. I don't care what neighborhood you're in. I don't care what state you're in. We have got to learn to come together, join together, and share our visions and be able to pray. And then you don't even know who might be in that circle, who might be in that room. And that's another thing, we got to get into the rooms. You don't know who is in that room that can help bring your vision to pass, or might know who you need to know to help your vision to pass. So guys, I want to personally invite you to join us for the vision casting for entrepreneurs, authors, and coaches on January the 31st. And it will be virtual. If you register, you will get the replay. You will get, now this is the other piece. You got to register early, because when you register, we're not playing. You get a workbook. You get some pre-work. You will have pre-work coming into the workshop. You got pre-work, and you will have, you'll get a workbook during the session. So I want you guys again to join us go ahead and register for our vision casting event on January 31st, and it will be virtual. Well, all right, guys, I love you to life. It sounds like my voice is cracking, but I also, and I can't leave without, I got to do this, because some of you are aware that my book drops, and this is part of what vision casting looks like. I'm not going, it's like I can't even share with you enough at how God has showed up just for me in how I see things differently now, because I've prayed for something tangible and I actually see what it's doing. I actually see how it's manifesting and becoming what I need it to be. And so it's like it's blowing me away. So at the end of the day, y'all, it's time for us to write the vision, make it plain, run with it, and execute. That's all it means. We got to do more than write it. We got to execute it. But all right, guys, again, I love you to life. Thank you for joining me tonight, because I was just talking. Thank you. Have a great one. Peace.
She stands before them with grace, with strength, with unwavering faith. A pastor, a leader, a woman called to guide others through the light. But when the doors close and the night falls, she carries more than they will ever know. Every calling has a cost, every strength a shadow. She is not broken. She is not weak. She is human, navigating faith, desire, and truth. Because power doesn't come without struggle, and grace doesn't come without fire. Church Girl After Dark, a story of faith and the strength to face what lies beneath.